Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us as we continue our D&D campaign across Delos. And just a reminder, we do play this live on Twitch, so if you ever want to see any of the shenanigans unfold right as they happen, feel free to come join us. I always put a link to the stream down in the description below, and also a reminder that all of our players are fellow streamers. They are all amazing content creators, so please go check them out on Twitch. You won't regret it. So just one little note with these next several videos. Normally what I'll do is I'll go through them all the way, start to finish, and do a lot of editing as far as like cutting out coughs, rules looking up, things like that, just to kind of help speed it along. And so it's just kind of like the straight D&D goodness. However, what's kind of happened is I've got this really big backlog of videos, and I feel really bad because I haven't been able to get them out to y'all. So what I'm going to do is just essentially just upload them, just sort of raw, no editing, aside from maybe chopping off the front and the back of it, just because there's just a lot of like banter and goofing around with chat and with the group that doesn't really pertain to the session. And that way we can kind of get all these videos uploaded, and then after that I'm going to try to go back to editing them all again. We'll kind of see, just because of, again, they take me a little too long to get through, but we'll kind of see what my time constraints are when that time comes. But enough of that, we're going to get right to it. You guys are in Lassus, which is a big lake town. You guys started off the session. You guys were waking up after after a long rest, and three of you had awful, terrible dreams about something in the lake, telling you to stay away. Now, the only one that didn't have these dreams was Alarin, because they were wearing a tinfoil hat given to them by some old man wandering the streets. They started off the day trying to find the old man, couldn't find them, and went to the cemetery where they talked to a paladin of... Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
Apollo.
Thank you, Apollo. And he seemed rather upset with the gods. Ebrin and Varian went and made prayers to Apollo, and were able
I think.
Somebody succeeded. Was it you?
No.
I think it was...
I made an attempt.
I think it was
I
Varian
was the first
both
one,
times.
but I think it was Varian.
I'm pretty sure it was Varian both times.
If somebody was able to make a prayer to Apollo, breaking the final chain on this gauntlet that they had found at the beginning of the adventure in the Evershade Woods. And somebody has the gauntlet. I think we're retconning it. I don't know who has it now. Somebody has it on.
Do you
No,
want
I still have it on, but I have a
Okay, so Ebrin has it on.
I will. I'm gonna pass it.
Okay.
I have a role play for this.
Perfect. And I
God.
put what it did in your sheet, so you can explain that later if you want, or you just pass it off. And you guys tried to investigate the lake. Only, I think did you guys find a second hat?
Yes, I think you gave it. I think Varian has the second tinfoil hat.
Yeah, so two of you guys have a tinfoil hat, and Varian and Alarin went out onto the lake, and they saw something big, so they went back to town, and then Nyla sent... Was it a familiar down into the lake?
Yes.
Where they talked with a giant tentacled monster that just asked to be left alone. And I think that's where we ended. I think that kind of sums up everything. Again, I lost a chunk of my notes, so...
Yeah,
I think that's pretty much it.
Everything.
Yeah, I think we were staying one more night at the inn, and then we were gonna depart.
No, I thought we were like leaving, like as they.
I think maybe we left already, and we're gonna sleep on the road or something like that. All I know is that the town was really depressing, and we didn't think there was anything else we could do for the townsfolk, so we just decided to leave.
Thanks,
because we
Ludi.
determined that the aboleth wasn't the cause of the
Death and destruction.
the resurrected undead, and so we
You had
decided
to.
to just continue on.
Yeah. What time of? Do you remember what time of day it was when we last left off? Was it still like midday, starting to head into afternoon?
I think so.
That
Be-
would make sense.
Yeah, because you guys did a bunch of stuff in the morning. So yeah, it's probably like afternoonish.
Yeah, I think we're planning on just dipping.
I
And
think
yeah, we're
so.
gonna head
I think we
towards-
were headed back over to the horses.
Yeah, I think we're. So we're so we are making our way to Elvengard still, correct? That's still our destination for.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Relative.
believe so.
Didn't we find something out about Adelphos Island? Because we were talking about taking a boat somewhere.
I got my notes.
That is a good question.
That's where the head of the church is on Adelphos.
Adelphos.
And we think that's where we might be able to get like concrete information about what happened with the spirits being released from the statue.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a holy place, they might have some holy bullshit with us. We'll see. But I am definitely hoping that they actually have some information for us, because that would be nice. Because I don't want to be attacked by zombies every other day. So, shall we get going?
The sooner we leave, the better.
Yeah.
Nara knows. She knows. Let's
What
go.
do I know?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, the sooner we go, the better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's get going then.
Yeah, this place is bumming me out anyways.
Understandable.
Let's go. Yeah.
So we ride for Elvengard.
We do. As long as
Also,
it's out of here.
see, this is a really bad time to bring this up. But now that I'm focusing on this side of the map, you spelled guard and Elvengard wrong. I just thought you should know.
Yeah, I know. I can't fix it though.
That's fine.
Without-
Just say just say that the spelling on it is exotic.
I was about to say it's fancy Elvish spelling.
I noticed it today when labeling a map, and I had just continued with the misspelling.
Well, that's how the elves spell it, and they don't read so good, so we just kind of let it slide.
Maybe
Yeah,
one day.
let's-
Maybe one day I'll go back in and I don't even know if I have a copy of this map that I can edit again. Anyway, yeah, that's how the elves spell it.
Okay.
Until further notice, that is how it is the elf spell. Yeah. All right. Let's get going.
So what time of day is it?
It's like afternoonish, probably like 2, fantasy 2 p.m.
Okay. So we ride out.
I can get probably. How long do you think we should ride out? Probably until nightfall starts happening, or maybe a little bit further into it.
However far you guys are comfortable with, but I didn't want to spend another night in that town.
Yeah, I think that giant fish thing is will probably fuck with our minds. Well, we got some souvenirs from it. Oh, from the town, I should say.
Souvenir.
Yeah,
you
I
yeeted
grabbed my
yours.
hat and I put it on Nyla. Souvenir.
No, she's gonna eat the hat.
I pick up the hat before she can cast catapult on it.
You better not.
We could be a great fashion item.
Already have hat.
I mean, you could hide it underneath your hat so no one knows you even have it.
No.
Fair enough. Yeah.
No.
So matter of fact.
Oh man.
We ride.
We do.
All right, you guys gather the horses.
Ted, Todd, Fluffernutter, and Dandelion?
Yep.
Oh no,
Correct.
Hannah's forgotten the horses. We have.
I did it! No,
has
I did
been
it!
It has been
I-
too long since we played. If
I
Hannah
almost
forgets
said
anything
Steve.
horse related.
Oh, I was like, that's not right. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's Ted, Todd, Fluffernutter, and Dandelion.
Yeah, you got it.
I know I got it. We're
Those are
good.
the most important
No, I-
NPCs we'll encounter. We can't forget them.
What's gonna happen if they die?
No!
We fight God. We fight
Cletus-
God and bring them
Cletus
back.
becomes the BBG. BBEG. I don't remember what it is.
GG.
All right.
Feel like he would though.
He would.
He'd be so mad. We would never be allowed to rent any horses from him again.
Oh,
He's
no.
just a level 80 adventurer, breaks the natural leveling system. He's just God.
Yeah, he's like a celestial or something.
Oh jeez. Oh Cletus.
Wait, oh. Who is the Greek god of agriculture?
Cletus.
Yeah.
Correct.
Pretty sure it's Demeter, right?
Correct.
That sounds about right.
I think that is correct. That sounds about right, yeah. It's Demeter's avatar is Cletus.
Just Cletus. All right, so you guys ride east towards Elvengard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you guys would make it about to this like river crossing right here before it starts to get dark.
Oh, I barely slept a wink last night.
I feel great.
And God, that village just got me feeling so morose. I feel down. Nyla, you're an expert forager. I've seen you foraging before. Do you have any special herbs that might work as a pick-me-up? You know, help me relax, help me mellow out a little bit after what we dealt with in that last town.
Maybe if I was from or at the end of Feywild, I would find something, but I don't know many things from your lands. I don't know many plants that you people have.
Oh, just thought I'd ask.
Just get some sleep. It's that simple.
Steve, by any chance, is there a possibility that Varian might know of anything like that? I don't know what kind of role you would have me do, and I'll kind of, if depending on the role, I'll let you know if I'm proficient or not.
Maybe like survival? No, well, I
it'd
don't
probably
know.
just be a nature check.
Yeah, nature check.
Nature. I am surprisingly proficient in that.
Hey.
I did not anticipate that, in all honesty. So, is there potentially a chance of me possibly?
Like knowing of something that would. I guess. What are you trying to?
Is there any possible way that Varian might know of ye old fantasy weed?
You know what? Go ahead and
Good, sire. I'm glad you caught on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think we all
caught on
did.
immediately.
If you can make a case as to why you think Varian would know of it, you can definitely make a roll.
Sailing the high
poker.
seas
Is it
is
just
a
'cause
very
it's-
stressful environment. So whenever we like land down in some particular areas, there are usually some like cellars and what, and Varian may have dabbled in that every now and then, and potentially asked possibly what this is like made out of and where it might be able to find some, and possibly got some information of it. Maybe.
Man, I would have accepted the high seas as a pun as to why you would know. But,
You know, I didn't think of that.
Yo.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, Varian sailing the high
On
seas
the
every night.
high sea.
let's see.
I mean, I do have herbs and potion books too, if it helps.
I'm like legit just like trying to read through this really quick, like comprehensive guide on different fantasy things. That one you sent me, Wolfira. See if there's anything close to it.
Probably not.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll. And we'll figure. We'll see.
Nature check.
Nature check.
Nature check. For the love of nature and everything weed, let's hit it. No. You know, better than I anticipated. Not gonna lie.
So, give you some more gillyweed.
No, the gillyweed.
Okay, as long as we don't brew it, we'll be fine.
I mean, okay, so you remember having some ye old fantasy weed while sailing the high seas, but you are a little unsure of like what it exactly was.
Okay. Good to know.
But you know it exists.
All right. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Did Varian bring it up in character? That he knows something about that?
Yeah. Question then, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
What gonna make you think on this one too? What kind of port town area do you think would have sold such a delicacy?
God damn it! These are making me work.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we are.
You would know that the port town of Elios has a lot of those kinds of goods going in and out of it.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
it does kind of it does every now and then come in through the other ports like Port Valence and Thalassa, but it's a lot harder to like get it in.
Okay. Well, I think that if you're looking for something like that, it might be a little bit ways out. I mean, my hometown, Port Valence, as well as Arios, might be the closest ones to us. I mean, that might have something like that. It's been quite some time since I've been there, so they could have changed some things around. I don't know. But if we're looking to get to the Adelphos Island, possibly if we sail north up to kind of around, it was Thalassa, right?
Mhm.
That was the other one.
Yeah. Thalassa and like Port Valence are like the two biggest port towns, but Elios has kind of become synonymous with like not the nicest of people, I suppose.
Okay. But yeah, if we sail north and around, then Thalassa might probably have something like that. I can't guarantee because, like I said, it's been a while, but yeah, I can't think of anything else other than those areas.
Good to know. Keep that in mind.
But unfortunately, I have nothing to help in this current situation on that.
You know what? That's okay. I'll remember that though.
Yeah. Put that down in important notes.
Well, I feel like we are far enough outside of town to not be affected by the lake and the creature within. Should we make camp for the night and try and get a full night's rest for once?
We might want to look around for undeads just to make sure.
Yeah, we can probably spare 10 to 30 minutes just making sure we're not going to get jumped by some scary boys or zombies.
Scary boys.
Probably a good idea.
Uh,
Spy
I'll-
I
master
ride
time.
around and roll for perception to see if I find anything.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna start.
Weep.
So what is the road like that we're currently on? Is it still like woodland or is it like foothills or?
You guys are kind of getting into foothills now, as you're sort of a little west of the Ridgeback Mountain Range, the southern part of it. So it's kind of like grassy hills. You guys are right next to a small river that leads into the lake next to Lasses.
I'm gonna like stop next to the river, like just off the road, and I'll start like pitching the tent. Alarin, while I'm setting up camp, you go with Varian. Have a look around.
Okay.
You got it.
I'll roll. Where is it? Oh, I'm blind.
And Nyla,
There it is.
with your 8 perception, as you kind of look around, it just seems like a nice, calm, little relaxing area. You have the running water nearby.
Oh.
It's a little calming. 14 and a 21. Alarin, you don't see much more than what Nyla sees. And Varian, you as well. You don't see anything kind of out of the ordinary. Seems like a calm, peaceful night.
I think we should be in the clear for this area. So.
Some frogs croaking in the distance.
They're druids.
In that case, I'll join back Ibrin and wait for them to make my tent.
It's like I just see you sitting watching me pitch this tent, and I don't say anything because I already know.
Yep,
I already
just my
know.
arms crossed, watching, not helping whatsoever, just waiting.
Are you gonna set up your tent, Nyla?
Someone can do it for me.
Like pirate music.
It is
You're
pretty
gonna-
damn
Makes me
intense
happy.
music for tent pitching.
I don't
One of
remember
these
how
days,
much-
I'll take the time to separate these all into their own playlists.
It's okay.
That's fine.
I like it.
I don't remember how much food I have or anything like that.
You guys all start out with rations. I'm not sure how many you guys have used.
No, I have no idea how many I've used. I know someone's eaten some of mine.
It's not my fault I don't start with rations.
I'm sure we probably stocked back up at least in Ecodale.
Yeah, but
You've
by
at
some
least
stuff.
got a singular pie.
True.
It's true.
Oh,
True.
I can summon that every day. Once
Varian,
every
why
day.
don't you whip us up a pie?
We don't have a particular flavor of choice.
In your requests?
No.
not
No
really.
request.
Alright. French silk pie it is.
What?
French silk? No? Never had it? It's like a nice smooth kind of creamy chocolate feeling with nice whipped cream and a solid, sweet kind of pie crust. With some like chocolate shavings on top. It's very good. Very unhealthy, but
Good.
very good.
You better. You're not. You can't eat that every day, can you?
No,
sick.
no, not every day. Not every day. It's like at least like maybe if I'm feeling it, kind of like once a week, but usually at least once a month is usually what I go. Because it's like if you have too much of one thing, you kind of get sick of it. So it's nice to space it.
You don't want to let the power of this artifact go to your head anyways, you know.
Correct. And I mean, I did only get this about like a week ago. I think. Wait, how long have we been traveling? It's been
It's been a few days.
a few days. Okay.
I don't know, I've lost track. I've lost
Yeah,
track.
it's been a couple
mean-
days.
You know what? It's fine.
It's been X amount of allotted time. In time is a weird soup.
Some time has passed, and we are still moving. So it's fine.
But I
Alright,
summon
well,
up
I'll
some
just
chunks of
like
pie
I'm just
for
gonna
everyone.
like find a comfy spot like on the edge of the river in the grass and sit and see if I have any rations left. I don't actually know if I do. I'll dig around.
I'm sure you have at least one.
If not, I can share.
Because like you guys ate a lot of giant turkey legs.
Oh, that's true. We ate a lot of giant turkey legs, and we ate it in Lassus in the inn.
Yeah, and an Egredale in the inn.
So we got food.
Yeah, you should have
I'll
some.
pull some out and kind of like pass it around to everyone.
I'll pull one out of my backpack,
Save
so
your
you don't have to
rations,
waste
Nathan.
your rations.
I'll take the free rations.
My goodness, time. Free food. I mean, I get it. It's okay.
Did we do the right thing, you guys?
What do you mean?
Leaving the village in the state that it's in.
I
Yes.
mean,
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
they'll
there
pay
was much
us.
we could do. So
I don't think they'll pay
Unless you want to
us.
go underwater and fight a giant fish thing? Nah.
No, not the
Somehow.
ancient. I think that resolved on its own. I mean the issue with the undead. I mean, as far as we know, it was
there's been no
one.
issues since at this moment.
I agree. It seems like it was a one-time event. That happened all at once, all across the continent. But the villagers so affected by it, seeing it, take their loved ones and they're recently dead and things like that.
Then having to
they can't help but think that it's going to continue happening.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing we said, put them at ease. I'm not sure what there was that we could do.
I really don't think there was much else we could have done.
Well, all we can do now is, discover
Try to figure it
what
out
caused
another
this
way.
and see if we can do anything to keep it from happening again.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is all we can do for anyone right now.
Yeah. Until we figure out just what exactly is happening, there really isn't anything we can do. Until
Well,
then,
I
we
feel
just have to-
better. I'm going to bed.
Alright. Fair enough.
I can
respect that
pull for a
decision.
shift if you want.
I'm still waiting for the slice of pie.
Oh, I've had it. It was fine. I stand up and I go pick up the pie that I left in the center for everyone to kind of pick a slice from, and I bring it over to Nyla.
I'll take out Hazelnut and let her go at it.
Okay.
I don't think that's healthy, especially. Yeah, it's fine.
She might have
Are
the
we still
zoomies, but
supposed to
that's
eat
okay.
chocolate?
I doubt it.
Might be
I mean,
bad
if
for
she
them.
dies, it's fine.
If she
What?
dies.
Did she hear you say that?
Morbid.
Not sweet hazelnut, no.
she gets a sugar rush. Just zooming around the camp all night.
Gonna get the zoomies.
Over there shaking his head at us.
Steve, you're the one role-playing Hazelnut. Can we get we need a role-play of Hazelnut eating the pie and how it affects them, please.
I'd like to talk to you, not talk to you, but for you to talk twice as fast.
So how much pie are you offering? Like, is it like the whole slice?
Like a whole 1/4 of it, like one slice, yes.
Or you see little Hazelnut's eyes just grow big, and just is this for me?
It sure is. It's your reward for being such a good girl.
And sort of like hops up and down. She's like, "Oh boy!" And she's gonna, "Where's Mr.? I want Mr. Stuffles to have some too." And she's
Don't
gonna
put any on Mr. Stuffle.
she's
I'm
gonna drag
keeping it
Mr.
in
Stuffles
there.
up, and she's gonna like kind of hold it out to Mr. Stuffles and like, there you go, Mr. Stuffles. Now that you've had a bite, and then she's gonna just open her mouth so wide and just shovel the whole thing in.
Oh god, is that a snake?
This is really good, Nyla. Thank you. It's just
I don't know, what kind of magic is this?
I'll give her a head pat.
she's just chewing, just aggressively.
Aggressively chewing.
And you see her swallow, and her like pupils kind of get dilated. She's like, "Oh boy, that was tasty. Is there more of that pie? Can I have another piece for Mr. Stuffles? Of course, not for me. Of course, for Mr. Stuffles."
No.
And she's gonna just run past you, Nyla, and just look up at Varian, the man with the pie, just with like the biggest doe eyes, but also like kind of shaking at the same time from all the sugar.
Are they
Back
okay?
to share.
They seems okay. For now. If you give them more pie, I don't know what's gonna happen.
They're gonna gently paw at your leg, Varian, just trying to be as cute as possible.
I do not have any more pie, my friend. It was all consumed. I am sorry, but I also don't think it's quite healthy for you to even have consumed that whole entire thing of chocolate.
Nyla, please tell the big man to give me more pie, please. It's for Mr. Stuffles, not for me. I don't need any more. It's for Mr. Stuffles.
I am going to bed.
You can't go to bed, Nyla. You can't go to bed now.
My God, you're doing so. Lauren's just watching this.
She's just like sprinting around Nyla's feet in circles.
I'll use my action to dismiss my weapon.
Just like mid leap, you just, it's just like Thanos snapped away.
Disappears.
It just disappears.
That's enough of that. You got a treat. I'll grab Mr. Stuffle, place it in my tent, and just go in.
My 10.
My tent. I bought you a tent. I bought myself a tent and gave it to you, so I have my own now, don't I?
Oh, I was okay. Okay, I
A
forgot.
tent?
It's been so long, I forgot that part. Well, I
Yeah,
pitched
I
you. I
think you
pitched
did.
both of ours. Yeah,
Yeah.
while you guys were looking around.
Okay.
That's right. I'm carrying yours too.
You are. You're my little pack mule.
Oh my goodness. I feed the
well,
horses.
It's worth it to have my own tent back. So
Yeah.
I go feed the horses, and then I can do first shift.
Yeah, fun with that.
Who wants me to wake them up for a second?
You can wake me up.
I'll take the third shift unless you want me to use a whistle the next morning.
Oh no,
Third shift it is.
I forgot you had that whistle.
I don't remember the
It is a
whistle.
powerful tool.
okay, I'll take the fourth shift.
Ask a tool that'll help us later.
Not the mouse tools.
Okay.
So, who's staying up?
I am.
It
Alarin.
is Alarin, then Varian, then Nyla, then Ibrin.
Okay. So everybody gets settled in. Alan, is there anything you're doing specifically during your watch?
I didn't think this far ahead.
Any strong emotions as you are in this part of the continent?
Mildly, yes. Very. very strong emotion. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye out um for things.
Mm-hmm.
Um and be a little bit extra vigilant if possible. Considering we are in this part of the map.
Okay. And now that you guys are out from underneath the upper tier and you guys are sleeping outside, there's lots of stars in the sky.
Pretty stars.
The moon is up and not all the way full, but there is a good amount of moonlight coming down. And go and roll me a perception check.
Uh,
With a 22, big numbers. So as you're kind of looking around, possibly up northward, just thinking about maybe where you've been, you see a glint of something flying high in the sky for just a brief second. There's just some shimmering silver scales as something flies northward in the sky. And the rest of the night is just peaceful.
It's
You
still alive, clearly. Lovely. She's just, Alaren's just gonna like contemplate to herself and kind of more definitely keeping an eye out more northward than in any other direction.
okay. The rest of your watch goes by peacefully.
Cool. I will wake up. Who was it? Varian?
Correct.
And just mention you might want to watch a little more northward, but I'm gonna go to bed.
What did you see?
Uh, uh, um,
Elaren, what did you see?
let's just say it was silver and shiny and flying.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, you shouldn't. I'm gonna go to bed now. Have a good night.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
I will kind of go over to the river a little bit and just kind of like take a look to the north and keep my eye out there for a little bit and just kind of sit down and just look out more towards where the river's kind of flowing and just
So
contemplate.
as this is going on and they're changing watch, sleeping peacefully in my tent, finally getting a full night's rest, I have a dream.
Ooh.
And in this dream, it is Varian and I fighting off a horde of the undead, just the two of us. And we're just cutting down zombies and skeletons left and right. And they surround us, and we're back to back up against each other and fighting with all our might. And eventually we emerge victorious as the last undead lays chopped to pieces, crumpled at our feet, and we're surrounded by all of them. And we turn to each other and triumphantly fist bump. And it's then what I notice when we fist bump that it is Varian wearing the gauntlet. And he lifts his fist into the air, cheering, roaring in victory, and I brandish my shield alongside his gauntlet. And then the sun is a blazing fireball in the air above us. And I jolt awake, sweat dripping down my brow. And I kind of like slowly crawl out of the tent. And I have the gauntlet looking at it. And I see Varian, he's just taken his watch. I see him by the edge of the river. And I approach him and put my hand on his shoulder.
Oh, God, you scared me. Are you okay?
Varian,
Yeah? You good?
put this on.
What?
It is your destiny.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And I just hand it to him.
Uh,
The gods will it. You are meant to have this.
uh,
And then I go back to bed.
you know I'm not really
Varian's
one
having a
for the
weird
gods.
night.
Right?
I've already gone back to bed.
Alright, whatever.
That was beautiful, Bear.
That was amazing.
All right, Varian, you now have this gauntlet.
I don't think he knows. I really don't care too much for the gods. But sure, whatever. Fuck it. I'll just put my my hand in there. It's like, okay. Weird.
So as you put your hand inside the gauntlet, it fits, like it forms to your hand. So it's a perfect fit.
That's alright, fair enough. I'll kind of go back to what I was doing and just kind of stare down river, still confused as to what the fuck just happened. And just kind of think about the past, and the more and more I think, I just start to get a little bit more slightly more angered, and I can just feel kind of the any longer fur that I have just starts to kind of like stand up, as like, you know, when you have a balloon, you just kind of like rub against your hair and get the like the static shock stuff, and it kind of just like starts to pull up just a little bit as I kind of just come back to, and I need to figure out what the hell that was. But I'll then just kind of take the rest of the watch, just every now and then glancing up north just in case whatever the hell Alarin mentioned appears again.
Okay. So as you complete your watch, the rest of your night goes by quietly. Ebron doesn't come back out with any other strange requests by the gods. And you attuned the gauntlet, and I just added it to your sheet for you.
Thank you. Cool.
There we go. And your watch goes by without any other incident.
Then I'll go to Nyla's tent and just kind of I'll grab a stick. And I'll just kind of from the entrance of the tent, just kind of gently kind of poke Nyla awake. Nyla, it's your turn for watch. Nyla.
Isn't already?
Yes. It is.
Do you know that I slept for maybe 3 hours last night? 3
I
hours.
mean, yeah, you're not alone on that one, Nyla. I am very certain that I slept like shit, and Ibram slept like shit, and I know you slept like shit too.
I'm summoning Hazelnut. I'm bringing Hazelnut back.
Has she calmed down at this point?
Who knows?
Oh, God.
Does that take like a full hour to cast?
No, I can say I can use my action to just make her poof or make her bring her back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Hazelnut pops back into existence, looking very upset.
Oh,
So,
that's
it's okay, Hazelnut. You can have some more later. I'm sorry there was no more pie for you. I understand.
There's more?
Not yet.
Well,
But there might be at our destination.
okay. Why did you
I
bring
have
me
a job
back?
for you.
Of
well.
course you have a job. Wait, where's Mr. Stuffles?
Oh, I'll take it out. Like it's in the corner of a tent. I'll just hand it over.
In the corner? She's gonna
It's
like
a bad corner. It didn't behave.
rush to it and like make sure that he's okay.
nobody puts baby in the corner.
It's just like... did Big Mean Nyla hurt you, Mr. Stuffles? She's like
Big
smoothing
No,
his
as
like
far as I
fur.
know. Anyway, Hazelnut, I need you to do something.
Oh, okay.
I'll gently place my finger on her bag that she has on her back
Mm-hmm.
and cast light
Mm-hmm.
to make it glow pretty bright. Alright, Hazelnut, you're on watch duty.
What?
And I'll hand it over to Varian.
What? Hey, wait. It's just like squirming in Darian's grasp. Like, but Nyla, it's scary out there.
I
It's
give
just
you
the
light.
weirdest. It's just the weirdest interaction I have ever seen.
You just like it's. Oh yeah, because you can't hear. You can't hear Hazel.
It's just absolute silence, and they're just like staring at each other and just making these most expressive facial expressions. I'm like, what?
Just place her outside, she'll do her job, just go back to bed.
Uh,
And if she does a good job, she might get some pie.
She's gonna. Hazelnut's gonna stare at you, Varian, for confirmation.
You better
Fair
give her some
enough.
pie.
All right, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Something
I said,
preferably.
what was it?
What's up?
What did you say?
Something not as sweet
Okay,
for the
yeah.
pie.
I can think of something for that. As I said, narrow down. One last thing. When you wake Ibran up, can you please ask him from Varian, what the fuck did you have before you went to bed to have this weird epiphany? But can I have some? And I walk away and go to bed.
You can ask him tomorrow morning.
You can do that too. Good night, Nyla.
Good night. I'm going back to bed. Alright, isn't it? You're up.
Okay. She's gonna drag Mr. Stuffles out with her.
Alright, I want you to patrol, look around, and if there's anything, you can just tell me.
Oh, one more thing.
I'll
They come
pick your
back to the tent.
hand. Oh,
Sorry, last thing, I swear.
what do you want?
Alarin said that there is a shiny flying thing north from us.
She sure love her shiny things.
She does love her shiny things.
Right.
I don't know if she was on anything either. I should probably ask her that too.
Oh,
But
everyone's
just
high.
Everybody's
God,
just
they
holding
don't
out
share?
on
They
the.
just don't share with us. What the fuck? Anyways, just keep your eye out on the north, just in case anything like that appears again. I don't know what the hell it was. So, good luck.
You heard that, Hazelnut?
Hazelnut's eyes are wide, just like. What if? How about I patrol the tent? Yeah, the tent.
Do you want some pie or not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I understand. You don't want your pie. You stay in the tent with Mr. Stuffle, and I'll go out there.
What if we both go out there?
That is fine too. Fine. I'll get up. I'm awake now. It's too late. I'll get out of my tent.
You did have Varian shouting at you.
From a
I'm getting out of my
distance,
tent.
but nonetheless.
I'll grab hazelnut.
Fine.
Fine.
Hazelnut looks quite content.
Of course. I'll go out for a walk around, of course, not too far, and keep hazelnut as my flashlight now. Now that light is casted on her.
Are you just
And,
carrying her?
Yeah, I'm carrying her, under my arm, like a small. Oh no, she's pretty big for me, isn't she?
I was
Both
Kind of
arms.
forgot. Yeah, both arms. Fuck it.
just sitting there, just super. She doesn't have to walk. She gets carried.
Yep.
She's feeling like a real queen right now.
Rolling around.
Hey, you gotta roll a perception check.
Yes. Oops.
Just a nice calm night. Hear the river trickling nearby. There's a nice gentle breeze kind of rustling the grass. And up above you are the stars and the moon. But it's just a nice quiet night.
Alright. I'm not doing much anyway. I'm just we're walking around to chatting with Hazelnut, and I'll eventually go back to Hebron. I said the tent of fire. No, I'll open up and peek inside to see if he's in there.
You see a giant foot blocking the whole entrance to the tent.
I kind of wish I borrowed that stick. Abram,
Huh?
my good sir,
Huh?
it is your turn.
Okay, I just emerged from the tent.
Do you want hazelnut for company?
Does Hazelnut get tired?
No.
Then yes.
Alright, I'll hand over hazelnut.
I just okay.
I thought you liked spending some time with the big man.
He does look rather strong. I do. I feel
Alright.
safe.
How long does light last?
An hour, so it's gone.
Oh, that's fine.
I can
I'll take it. No, that's fine. I'll take it anyways.
Hazelnut's just gonna like climb up to your like shoulder and just like sleep up there.
I'm
That's
going back
fine,
to
too.
sleep. I'm going back to my tent.
Bye, Nyla.
Learning from the best.
I'll just kind of like take up the kind of like pace up and down like a little bit of length of the river, kind of just like looking out over the water and keeping my eyes and ears open, but not really doing anything in particular.
The rest of the night passes by pretty uneventful. And soon you feel the sun's warm rays kind of coming down.
I kind of like go back over to my tent and start breaking it down.
Okay.
Wait, where was Varian? Where was Varian sleeping? Varian, where were you sleeping? Did you go in my tent? No,
No.
where were you?
I set up my own tent.
Oh, we all have our own tents now. That's so weird to me. All right. Alright, yeah, I'll start breaking mine down.
As soon as you start breaking down your tent, Hazelnut is gonna go figure out where Varian is and just kind of go like lay on his like chest, just waiting for him to wake up so she can have pie.
Why does my chest still heavier than... Oh, hello.
It's just a little like weasel face, just like right up next to yours.
Hi.
Gonna hop down and just kind of like run around you trying to find the pie tin.
Oh, that's what you want. Okay. I don't think. Hold on. Well. Sure. All right. Whatever. It's fine. We're not gonna have pie for tonight, but that's what. It's fine. Real fast. Hold on. Before I give you any pie, let me just see if anyone else wants some breakfast pie. Because it is a new day. I get out of my tent with the pie tin. Is just Ebron the only one awake right now?
I'm enjoying my sleep.
Hey, Ebron.
Yeah, oi.
Kind of look down at Hazelnut. Hey, the little furry one wants some pie. Do you have any recommendations for breakfast pie?
Breakfast pie?
Yeah.
Anything not sweet. No more chocolate or sugar for me, please. I
Understood.
feel like I couldn't handle much more of it.
Do you know if like a quiche is the pie or is it like something else? Hold on.
I mean, that's a good. Well, we could try. Let's try it out.
God of the foods, whose name is Steve, is quiche a pie? I'm going to try to summon up a pie. A quiche in this pie tin.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Like, I have no idea.
Have no
I did a quick Google because I figured I was going to get asked. And I'm seeing mostly yes.
Okay. I create a quiche in here. And all right, I think this is probably gonna be the best thing for us in the morning. Yeah.
It just manifests instantly in the pie tin, and like warm steam rising off of it. The smell fills the air, and I immediately like stop what I'm doing, catching a whiff of this quiche, and I like kind of like turn and like walk over to Varian.
This is kind of
Truly, the gods have blessed us this morning.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Before we continue on with this, before you get your slice of quiche,
What?
What's going on, man? What's happening? What's happening up there? Why are you on this whole?
On what? It's your
shit.
It's your pie tin. You're the one working the miracles here.
Look, this is just a magical item. Which just summons pies. Hopefully, it's not stealing someone else's pie that they worked so hard to make. That would be horrible.
I actually never thought about that.
It's just barely occurred to my brain right now.
Where would it come from?
Could you imagine?
What if it was like an orphan's pie?
Maybe we'll get Nale to identify this later.
We can't stop and think. We can't dwell on such things now.
No. Anyways, but what's going on with the god shit? That's just my question to you.
Oh, what?
The gods, like, you literally woke up, or maybe just sleepwalked to me, handed me this gauntlet, and it's like, it is your destiny. You have been chosen by the god. Yeah,
you're talking about that.
Yes, what the hell was that?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Oh, I had a dream last night. It was just a dream, and you and I are not so different. I too have my doubts about the gods and the way they work, but all my life it was never something that was a big part of who I am. I lived by my own convictions, but after what we saw in the swamp, in the church, and I feel like maybe even as someone with my doubts and my own questions, like maybe there's even with all that, maybe we still have a role that we need to play. And the dream I had last night, I dreamt of the two of us fighting side by side, and I brought it to you just because it was you who bore it in the dream. There was no grand message, there was no orders given, but sometimes all you have to go on is what feels right, the moment that you wake up. And that's what felt right. So what comes from this down the road, I don't know. I received, I have not been, the gods haven't given me messages or divine grand orders, but they gave me a shield, and they gave you a gauntlet, and I guess we just see where we go from there.
Weird flex, but okay. I I accept it. You want some quiche?
Sure.
All right. I divide the quiche up and give her a piece, and I'll kneel down and I'll give I'll give them a piece of quiche too.
Hazelnut sits waiting expectantly.
I give them a piece of quiche. I don't know if this will be to your liking. Nyla did say they didn't want you to have any more like sweet kind of thing, and it is breakfast, so it could be nice to have a nice change of pace.
Hazelnut's gonna kind of sniff it and look up at you, and you can tell they look a little upset, but they'll eat it all the same.
Look, I'll make you this promise. Tomorrow night, it will be sweet pie. May not be chocolate, because I still don't think that's healthy for you, but it'll be like a sweeter pie.
Hazelnut's gonna give your leg like a little weasel hug. And then kind of gestures, like puts this little paw to its mouth, like it's just like giving you like the shh sign. And then points with their paw at Nyla's tent.
Fair enough.
Alarin,
I don't know how I'm understanding.
Boy.
wake up.
No.
There's more pie.
Okay.
It's a quiche. It's not like sweet pie.
That's okay. I'm
It's
just
food.
groggily get out of bed.
The weasel will eat it all.
Didn't sleep bad, but didn't sleep great.
Oh, your silver flying coin did not appear last night.
It was not a coin, but I.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently, I mean, you could probably explain it better than I can.
What?
I pull out the pair of earrings. Were they earrings? Shoot. Yes, I pull out the earrings. The silver earrings that I have, they are in the shape of a silver dragon.
Yes, Alarin, those are earrings.
Yes.
What does this have to do with the silver flying something? Also, Nyla didn't tell me about a flying thing. What if
they may have
got me? What if it came and got me?
Look, and Nyla doesn't tell anyone a lot of things. I don't blame them. But they also didn't ask you my question of what I just told you, or asked you just barely. I still don't put it past them. But yeah. Oh well. Hold on, I'm gonna go wake Nyla up.
Tell her there's pie.
Oh yeah, hold on. Here's your piece of quiche as well. Sorry.
No thanks.
Oh no. Okay.
I said, aw, thanks.
Oh, look. I'm a little groggy in the morning. I apologize. That's
me
my
too.
bad. Sorry.
while you go wake Nyla up, I'm just gonna talk to Varian Ebron for a moment. So long story short, I used to live around here, more north, but around here.
Oh, you should have told us. We could have visited.
No.
Oh.
No. No. I don't know if they're alive anymore.
Oh.
But I know this one is, and I like wiggle the earrings around. I assume that's who I saw last night in the sky.
And who is this?
She has a name. I'd rather not say it, but she may or may not be a dragon.
Is it Voldemort?
May or may not. How do you may or may not be a dragon?
She's a dragon. She's rude. But anyway, we're not going in that direction right now. We're going south, so it's fine. I wouldn't worry about her for now.
I go over to Alarin and I like pick her up under the armpits and kind of like lift her up into the air, and I'm kind of like inspecting her. You didn't say that you were related to the dragons.
She's not my mother.
Oh, is it like a mother figure?
No.
I'm kind of like inspecting her, looking for like.
I'm kicking my legs around.
Looking for like colorful like scales or something.
Down, please.
I set her down.
Thank you. It's a long story. Maybe I'll get into it one day.
You know, of course, no offense, friend. But aren't dragons much bigger?
Yes.
You're quite small.
Yes, I didn't. I. I'm gonna put the earrings away. I'll mention it eventually.
Well, have no fear. If you dreaded going in that direction, then rest assured that our destination is in the opposite direction of the mountains.
That's yes, exactly. Why I'm not overly worried about it for now. Mildly, but not overly.
Familial troubles. I know them well. But of course, my parents were not dragons.
Neither were mine.
So was this like a sister?
No.
In-law?
No.
Oh. Well, we're here for you if you need us.
Well, thank you. Did Sire post?
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. I grabbed the stick again.
Mighty stick.
Do the same thing, and I wake Nyla up.
I'm already awake. I'm sitting in my bed, sitting on my spells and listening in, eavesdropping.
You see him appear in the door of the tent, brandishing his stick.
I just you just see.
Blindly.
You just no. I would like
you
lift
just
up
see
a
the
flap
stick
just so I can
come in through the door and just start poking around.
It just pokes your head. Just no, I would like kind of lift the flap over just so I can kind of see where I'm poking.
Nyla in the like face.
Oh, okay, you're awake. Do you want some quiche?
What's a quiche?
Is this? Good question. In all honesty, I have no clue what quiche really is.
Like,
it's essentially just it's like you almost make like an omelet and then you put it into a pie crust and bake it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my guesstimate was correct.
Yeah, it's breakfast pie. It's like egg pie. It's very good.
Yes, it is good.
That's
Good
really
when
good.
made well.
Oh yeah. It's think of it as like eggs. I think there's a little bit of ham and some. There's some like my brain wants to say cilantro, but I don't think that would be good on it. But there's a little bit of greenery on top. You can kind of pick around the ham, since I know you don't very much care for the carne.
Yeah, I'm pretty much an herbivore.
Yeah. But
So
do you
I'll
do you eat
pass.
eggs?
Probably not. I never tried. I'd rather not try.
Do you want to
You
try
know, I
it
got
at least?
rations. I've got ration. You can eat all of it. I know you love your pies.
Fair enough. Also rude.
Did you just call Varian fat? I can tell that you love your pies.
Oh my god.
Look, just because I am bigger than you does not mean I am of the heavyweight caliber.
I never called you overweight. But you are 4 times my size. And you do love pie. You did win a contest of pie eating.
That's fair.
I'm trying to determine if this is a compliment or a or an insult. I don't know. I'm going to walk away now.
I'll see you in a bit. I'll walk out of my tent. Ibrin,
Hmm?
I'll point at the tent.
Oh, right.
It's so fucked up.
Help, please.
By help, you mean me do it, and you watch.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that we're clear on that. I'll break the tent down.
I'll watch.
Well, while you're watching, Hazelnut will bound up to you. Oh, Nyla,
Big ol'
the big nice man made more pie. Not because I prodded him to. Definitely not. Anyway, good morning.
I see that you're not very hyperactive, so I assume it wasn't super sweet,
Nope,
which is good.
it was, but it definitely not as good as the pie from yesterday.
Was it at least good?
It was pretty good.
Oh. Alright. Well, I'm pleased. Did you behave? Did you say thank you?
Yeah, Hazelnut is gonna look shocked. It full sprint as fast as her little weasel legs can carry her, just runs at Varian, and just like bonks into your leg.
Oh god.
And to give you, it just she's like squeaking at you, and gives your little leg a hug, or your big leg a hug, I guess. And then a little pat with her little weasel paw, and then she's gonna bound back over to Nyla.
And when she's back, I'll grab her and place her in my bag.
To Alarin,
Mhm.
I feel like that might be an ill omen that Nyla may kill me.
That's your last warning.
Oh no. I don't speak weasel. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I mean, at least you're not, a small item. She can't cast catapult, so I think you're good. You won't
feel
get yeeted for now.
I feel like she'll somehow find a way.
She probably will. That's okay.
All right, well, shall we get the?
I mean, one of you guys yeeted me, so I mean, it's not that bad.
You know,
Well, that's
fair enough.
strategic.
The strategic eating.
Well, let's
Strategic yeetion.
The
are we
the strategy.
Strategy.
Are we all set
I'll
to
go
go?
over and feed the horses before we go.
Yeah. Let's make the most of this daylight. I'd like to get to Avant-Garde as soon as possible.
I agree. No time to waste.
That's where
Yeah.
we'll finally be able to start
I
finding
would-
answers to
Hopefully.
some of these questions.
Wait,
I feel
do you
like
think I should
everything we've
hide the
done
gauntlet?
for now is just
Oh,
what?
Do you think
maybe.
I should hide the gauntlet when we get to Elvengard? Because this was on the dead elven
Oh
man
right.
in the forest. I don't think that's a good idea for me to flaunt it around.
I'm gonna go over to Varian and pull out the shirt that I had that the gauntlet had been wrapped in originally. And I'm just going to like start tearing it into strips. And
It's my cast.
yeah,
I hurt
and
my
I'll
hand.
wrap the whole gauntlet like in strips so that it's concealed. Can you still bend your fingers?
A little bit. I mean, it is actually kind of like a cast. Holy shit. Fair enough. It works, but I can kind of bend my fingers a little bit. Yeah.
Well,
I think-
it won't have to stay like this for long. We just don't want to draw any unwanted attention until we can show this to the right people.
Okay. This feels weird. But shall we get going then?
Yes, as soon as possible.
All right. Let us go, my friends.
Alrighty.
On Ted, on Todd, on Dandelion, on Fluffernutter, we ride!
Um, and the horses begin to take you south as you guys kind of ride through these foothills. You guys would kind of get to the edge of the forest, I think, by like nightfall. And you guys can kind of see that it's a pretty thick, dense forest. It's hard to kind of see inside of it. And the trail sort of disappears among the trees.
This is the forest of Elvengard. I say we continue riding. The sooner we're there, the better.
Does this mean you want to camp inside the forest?
I'm content to continue on to the city.
Do you think we can make it before nightfall? Or is it nightfall? I'm sorry.
Already nightfall.
It's
Oh,
like
it's already nightfall.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the sun is setting.
Oh. You want to travel a dense forest in the dark?
Know that would be
I
the
don't
best
want to,
idea.
but I suppose I'm just anxious to get there.
That makes sense, but in all honesty, if we push ourselves too hard, we might have a more difficult time dealing with potential unexpected events.
Hello.
We
feel may occur.
all of our says are equal in this, so if you believe that we should stop here, I see the wisdom in that.
Welcome in. Put in 90. Is it 93? My eyes are terrible. 93. How's your night
Do
going so
any
far?
of you know these woods?
No, not at all.
Not to my knowledge.
Truthfully, I had just been hoping that this close to their city that there would be patrols of some kind on the path, but that's a gamble. I know nothing about these woods.
If you feel confident for us to march on, I'm okay with that.
Varian, Alarin, what say you?
We can push on, but I don't think we should be going for the whole night. If we're able to get to the city before daybreak, perfect, but
I'm not sure
Alright.
just how far we have to
Alright.
go. I've never
Me
traveled this
neither.
part of the continent
It
before.
may be safer for us to wait until, daylight so we have at least sunlight through the trees.
I know you do love sunlight.
I so you
It
guys
is
have
your
sunlight.
favorite.
I can't see, but
Maybe some folks in Elvengard might have something to help kind of like dot out the sun for your eyes.
ye old fantasy sunglasses.
We offered a bag for her to put over her head. I don't know what else there is to do about it.
I did offer my hat to shield your eyes.
Oh, a hat too would work. Right.
I mean, I have the tinfoil hat, but I don't know how much that
Like,
helps with
very
sun.
protective.
Well,
What's that?
Alarin,
A friend
Alarin
of
says
Hannah's.
to stop here for the
Oh, no,
night,
maybe
so I
also
say
loud.
we should stop here. But let us just continue on at first light.
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay.
Does this mean
Alright.
tent? This means tent.
It does mean 10.
I'm gonna pick a spot that's not in the forest yet. We're gonna pitch camp on the edge of the forest, off to the side of the road where we still have good visibility of our surroundings.
So, all right.
Okay,
Do you want me to
I've
take
set up
first watch?
I've set up the tents. Yeah.
So as you guys are setting up, you guys will notice that there are 3 riders coming out of the forest and kind of heading towards you guys.
Yeah, great.
Can I roll a? How far away are they?
How far away are you guys setting up camp away from the forest?
Oh, maybe like 150, 200 yards.
They're probably like 150 then. Like you hear the hoof clops on the road as they ride out.
Do they seem to have like any form of like uniform, or do they all seem to kind of be like mishmash outfits?
Roll me a perception check.
Parmesan Swiss cheese, let's go.
Parmesan check.
Parmesan check.
With a with a 12,
Reflection
it's
check?
kind of hard to make out, but you can tell they do all have like matching outfits.
They might
Sort of laden
be-
in like different hues of green.
They might be part of the guards. I don't know.
Well, just be at the ready. I'm gonna like step into the road and like hold up a hand in greeting.
Okay, as they kind of get closer to you, they begin to slow down, and you're able to see that they're 3 elven riders. They have longbows on their back with all through with a full quiver of arrows. And you can see that they look a little saddened when they see you. They'll just be like, "Oh, hello. We thought maybe you were someone else. What brings you so far south?"
We're a group of adventurers. We bring information from the Adventurers Guild to deliver to the council, as well as information on the events that transpired in the capital, if you have heard of them.
We haven't heard of any such news. However, if it might be explain why some of the folks that ventured to the capital haven't come back yet. That's who we were hoping you were. Perhaps did you see any elves traveling this way?
We've
It's
seen anybody.
we passed nobody on the road here, but there is a good chance that they would have departed the capital behind us. It was left in disarray after what happened, and there was still mud. It was still quite chaotic when we departed.
What happened?
There was an attack by cultists worshipping the Titans. They loosed malevolent spirits from a statue to Hades in the king's courtyard. The spirits ran amok through the city and reanimated some of the undead, which we ourselves put down.
So there were spirits there as well, then.
Yes, I was going to ask you if you had experienced anything like that in Elvengard.
We unfortunately have. Why don't you come with us? Might not be safe to camp out here in the hills.
I'm gonna look at the others and nod.
I'll nod back.
Real fast. When you brought up the Titans, was there any form of facial expression change or anything like that on these?
They look like kind of shook. Like that was a lot. That was a lot for them to take in. But you can kind of tell that they're like trying to do their best to sort of put on like a brave face.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But they look worried.
Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so.
I'll kind of a little bit slowly, just kind of nod as well.
The tents will have to wait, Nyla. And I'll pack them all up hurriedly and kind of like bundle them all back onto the horses.
That is fine by me.
All right.
Alrighty.
Shall we get going then?
I'm assuming you guys are all hopping back on your horses.
Yeah.
They are going to beckon you to follow them. One of them will kind of follow up behind you guys, and they will veer off the road a little bit and kind of go up to this sort of thick part of the trees. And you see one of them mutter something, and the trees kind of move aside, kind of showing a different path that you guys begin to follow. And it gets dark for a little while, but you're able to kind of, one of them lights a torch so you can continue to follow them as you kind of wind down these forest paths. And eventually you guys open up into the heart of Elvengard.
Ooh,
Ooh, map.
Whoa.
Man.
It doesn't really do
Oh, it looks so cute.
it justice size wise. So you guys are just like you guys are in like the heart of the city. But essentially you guys see these tall towering trees that buildings have been built around and inside. All these bridgeways are up in the canopy of the trees.
Are the little like orange things, orange and pink ones, are those just bushes or are those like regular sized trees?
Those are kind of like larger trees, and you can see that they're buildings. Like they're like they've been hollowed out.
I'll be right back, Steve.
Okay.
You can keep going. I'll be right back.
And kind of at the base of each tree, you see these large sort of circular platforms. Then there are elves there using magic to sort of use them as lifts to kind of get to these upper levels where these bridgeways are.
Huh, that's cool.
And it's all lit up with sort of this like luminescent moss. So you guys are able to see just fine, even though it is nighttime. And the elves will turn to you and just be like, you must be tired from your travels. Why don't we take you somewhere to rest? And in the morning, you mentioned you wanted to see the council. We can take you to them.
That would be appreciated.
Would be wonderful.
Yeah.
So they're gonna take you over here. There's like this little sort of like inn, kind of built inside this tree with a pink canopy of leaves. And as you guys walk through, you see all sorts of wildlife kind of going about, and other elves, kind of looking at you, a little curiously, as they haven't, but nobody stops you. And the elven trio that you guys met on the outskirts take you in, and they talk to a man at a counter, and they're given 4 keys that they'll hand you guys. And they'll be like, "Oh, we're able to get you some lodging. Your rooms are up these stairs, and there's a key for each of you."
Thank you.
We have our own room
Thank you
this
so
time.
much.
That's exciting.
What are our horses?
Your horses will be well kept for. We take care of all animals here. But please stay here. Yeah, you have brought quite dire news, and we would like to take you to the council first thing in the morning.
Absolutely.
Very well.
I turn to the.
And thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you so much.
They'll nod to you and kind of wait for you guys to go to your rooms before they exit.
Well, I will just retire right away to my room, I guess, since it's late.
As will I.
Same.
Yeah. A little bit on the slower side, kind of return to my room as well. Does there seem to be kind of anything like any other points of interest in this town as I'm kind of moseying back to where the room is?
You notice that, like, sort of a little south, like this big tree had like a much thicker trunk than all the other ones, and it seems to have some sort of importance, as there are guards kind of all around the base of it. And then they're just it was kind of hard to tell what was what as you guys kind of were led through. The guards kind of took you through quickly, but there were several buildings. None of them really had any. All the markings are in Elvish.
Okay. Yeah, I'll return to my room and kind of I'll take a little bit of time to kind of bed down for the night.
Is everybody just going to sleep, or does anybody have anything they wanted to do?
I cast alarm on every single doors and windows. As a ritual.
Fair.
But after that, now I just go to bed.
I do nothing and pass out immediately.
I'm gonna kind of like take out the earrings again, stare at them a little bit, put them away, and head to bed.
Just kind of, I don't know, had to try to possibly just enter a lighter state of sleep. Just try to maintain as much awareness as I can, but we'll eventually kind of just get too tired and clock out.
Nyla, as you're casting spells, you said on the windows too?
Windows and doors.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh.
With a 14, as you're casting like your enchantments on the windows, you notice one of the guards that kind of escorted you in. It kind of looks like he's almost like circling the building you guys are in.
Making sure we don't leave, aren't we? Is he alone?
Yeah, he appears to be alone. You see him kind of like pass around once, and then as you're like finishing your incantation, you see him a second time.
How far is the second floor?
It's probably like 20 feet up.
So dropping Elves on that will kill her, I assume.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Probably.
Do I have feather fall? Hold on.
There's an owl.
Oh God.
No, I'm not summoning the owl at night time. Are you crazy? I know better than that. Hmm. I'm sure it's fine. I'll let it slide for now, and I'll just go to bed
Okay.
and try and think about it and forget about it for now.
All right. You guys all fall asleep. And in the morning, Nyla, your alarm goes off at the door. Somebody is knocking on it.
It's gonna ping me awake. And I'm quickly gonna get out of bed, grab everything I've got before locking the door and taking a peek underneath. I want to see how many feet there is.
You see one pair of boots.
One pair's fine. Who is it?
I've come to take you to the council.
Right, is where everyone else though?
You're just the first. What? I'm assuming they're in their rooms.
I'll peek open the door and look up at him.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of the elves from last night.
Come back in 10 minutes and I'm closing back the door.
Okay.
I have to get ready, you just woke me up.
And he will proceed to knock on everybody else's door to relay the same message.
I'm just gonna double check.
I'll get up and like don all my gear and heft my pack and step out into the hallway.
As will I.
Same, I'll grab Hazelnut, and once I hear more than one footstep, I'll go out.
Okay. As you guys are led downstairs, the man at the desk is not there. And you guys are led outside. There are two more guards on either side of the door, sort of waiting for you guys.
Hello, did you have a good night?
They look real tired, and they're just kind of like, nah.
I'm sure it was very exhausting to patrol around our little inn for all night.
Just taking precautions.
Oh, I
You've
see.
come bringing some interesting tales. We can't be too careful.
Oh, I slept great. I
Like,
haven't slept that well in a week.
one of them like jumps a little bit.
I don't know what you elves. I don't know how you elves craft your beds or what they're made out of, but that was truly wonderful. I'll have to get me one of these beds someday.
Do you have them in like bedroll form by any chance?
Is it like a special wood you use? Is it some forest magic?
Forest magic.
Or is there like particular like
Really, you guys are the best. This is amazing. I needed this so much. You wouldn't even know where we've spent the last couple nights. There was a lake monster. It was giving us nightmares. It was awful. I didn't sleep at all.
What? Wait. Why don't we take you to the council? This is a lot of information that you have brought to us to process. Now there's a lake monster.
Oh, it's no problem, really. We took care of that.
Do you have a lake monster here that's not making you guys be able to sleep that well?
That's true. That's a good question.
No. Who are you guys?
Don't
we're-
worry about it.
Oh, right.
We're-
We're part of the Adventuring Guild. That's all.
Very worried about it. We have heard that some adventurers are, I should say, interesting. So, but yes, let's get you to the council and get everything all sorted out. And they'll begin to lead you to the large tree to the south. There'll be 2 elves kind of behind you guys, one on each side, and then one in front of you. And people kind of move off the path to let you guys go past, as they could tell that those guards seem like they're on some serious business. Once you guys reach the base of the tree, they will gesture for you guys to walk onto the large circular platform that's covered in runes.
Get on.
I will follow.
I'll follow.
I'll trust your pointy ears magic, but just this one time, I'll get on.
You have a
Which
problem
one
with
of them
our?
do you say that to?
Do you have a problem with our pointy ears?
No.
And he's gonna kind of gesture at your ears.
That sounds like jealousy.
Kind of just grumbles. And there was already an elven man on the platform when you guys hopped on, and he mutters something under his breath, and the platform rises up to the highest sort of platform on the tree, and they will gesture for you to hop off. And in front of you are these large doors that have been carved very beautifully. You can see that it's got different depictions of elves doing different things, like weaving and carving and crafting all over the doors. And the guards will kind of gesture you guys forward and push open the doors.
Alright. I'll lead the way.
I'll follow.
Why do I feel like we're going to just be extremely interrogated as if we're prisoners?
Probably, but you know.
Well, we have little choice. This is the only place that we have that might give us answers.
That's true. Alright.
Nyla, are you going in as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And you guys walk through the large entryway, and I think we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. And again, we are playing this live on Twitch, so if you ever want to see any of this unfold as it happens, come drop by the stream. Also, all of our players are fellow streamers, and if you like what you heard, please go check them out. They are all absolutely fantastic folks. I'll have links to their Twitch pages down in the description below as well. Thanks again. I hope to catch you all next time. Have a good one.